Can your bloopers go in the front? Okay. Anyways, Sister Felicia, film on you.
Oh God, the gang girls are back. We're back for another video again, and
Gaya Bashay.
one.
Why?
Oh my God! As you can see today, we are our number is
Reduced.
Yeah, but we're still the gang girls because the whole point of the gang girls is we're gang. And we are girls. And so every time we have a guest as well, yes, every time we have a guest as well, that's what it's gonna be. But in today's video, we wanted to open up and start talking about pregnancy, and with that, it's gonna be a couple of series.
Yes,
we think because it's a long thing with pregnancy, from going to the doctor's office, from even finding out you're pregnant,
from getting pregnant.
Yes, and we're gonna just talk on point.
Sister Felicia cry. It's true. Some people have to have a process, a routine, like on schedule.
Yes.
Before the baby drops. Listen to her, y'all. She trying to talk about sex. It is the process of getting pregnant.
Yeah.
I mean,
some people plan it. Some people don't plan it. Anyways. Yeah. So if you're saying it's a process, to you, what do you think?
Oh, it's a process because it started from, when Eve was a woman. It's always the women. But in reality, there are people who have been married for quite a long time and who don't get to, they are not due to like some other people. It's not a little thing they touch them, they are pregnant. Some people have to have a routine. They have to go to the doctor's office. Some people call their husband, can you come now? I'm really too down now this hour. I've heard stories. It's true. It's true. Like, because I know some people track like their ovulation, which is like, because the husband say hello, they are pregnant. Like, there are those women or men that all they have to do is like, just tap you, and they're pregnant. And then there are those who also go through the process of like whether it's for fertilization or IV process and all kinds of stuff, and then they have to track like their ovulation and things like that to get pregnant. Like me, for instance, by God's grace, if somebody asked me like, how did I get pregnant? I can't really tell you. Because there was never a time that I can say, oh, we were like planning to like have kids. It just always by God's grace, and I feel like it's by God's perfect timing that He makes it like happen. Whether we were ready or unready or not, He just blesses us with a child. So that would be like the way I would put my own story. But I'm glad that it looks like when we dive in, we're really talking about the whole pregnancy, the foundation and everything, which is really interesting, because the reason why I said I'm glad is because if it's getting me to the point to say, Akeshi, from where we come from, pregnancy is not something that we talk about. Openly, whether you've been pregnant or whether you're not pregnant, we don't talk about it. No. And even when you're having difficulties with it, it's one of the things that we don't talk about it, or the process you should take. There's no option. You talk about IVF and all of those things. We feel embarrassed to sometimes go see the doctors and tell the doctors, oh, this is what we are planning. But we notice that nothing is happening. What way, what information do you think, or how can we even help ourselves to go into that category? So I'm glad actually we started, we didn't plan it, but naturally it just went this way. Our culture, the first time a woman is married, your next thing is to produce a child. The first time you graduate college, they say when you get married, when you get married, when you have baby. So when you're married 6 months, a year, both the couples start feeling very bad. I would say that the pressure. Yeah. And then everybody, either couple started saying, is it my fault? Either families. Then you start thinking of what people will say. Yeah. So then alone, to search for help becomes a hidden thing. You don't want to talk about it. I think some people, there are couples who deliberately say, oh, we want to wait 2 years. We want to wait 3 years, especially newlyweds. I was one of those people. We're gonna wait 2 years. But to be honest with you, when you've the more that I saw more people around me having kids, even though we were gonna wait 2 years, that I saw more people. I remember I would tell my husband, man, I want to have a baby. It was not even a year into the marriage, and that for me to say the 2 year mark, but I was like, I think I'm having baby fever. I want to hold my own, was that urge and that feeling. So honestly, I think it's a question I want to ask like younger couples who say we want to wait 2-3 years. Do those who actually do wait, was there any point that they felt like the pressure from the community? Because especially, and I don't think it's just the African community, I think like out large, like across the globe, most people, there's that pressure with like, when is the baby coming, when is the baby coming, when is the baby coming, and then there's I'm just gonna fast myself forward small, but we'll come back. It's like, then you born one, then they say, oh, when is number 2, when is number 3, then as soon as you born like 4 or 5, then they say, hey, you are born too plenty, reduce, slow down, and all of that. So there's always like a pressure at every stage of your life,
There is.
Like,
it's usually the young ones who say, oh, we want to wait 2 years and 3 years.
Oh, yeah.
When you've waited and your clock has tick,
don't wait.
You don't wait. As soon as you get married, you want to just produce bang.
Yeah. But it's a woman's thing. The clock is on women's side. Men don't have that.
That's why I say you don't wait as a woman. I met a friend at a church one time, and she had one child, right? And she said, I'm like, so the child is 6. Where's the next one? And she said, it's him. And I'm like, no, it's not him. They always think it's him. It's always us, the women. The one who take birth control. When couples don't want to get pregnant, who get to protect themselves more?
Men can do it too.
They can take birth control?
No, but you can go there. You can wear pills.
Now I'm learning.
Yeah, but you can take pills. There's a condom.
To destroy the sperm?
No. So he won't get you pregnant. So I don't know what it is.
No, I think how do I call it? Something, it's almost like it reduces the sperm count, or like it kills it or something.
Oh yeah, and also the reason why I said actually they are is because long time ago, like a while ago, I know a man and a lady that had
I'm so sorry, guys. We should.
What happened?
I think he's wondering why the rest of the gang girls all the kids.
So it was a man and a lady. Of course, they are married and they wanted to have a baby, but the lady is heavy. What he said is, sometimes when you're on the pill, you can have it. Based on who you are, some people become more like
heavy set, yeah.
So then he chose the decision that he will take it.
The pills.
Yes, but it's not a woman's pill that he's taking.
I'm very interested. I don't know about this.
So yes, because
I don't want no man that I love take pills to destroy the sperm.
No, it won't destroy it. So the whole point is the same way. It's helping him and both of you not to get pregnant.
Because sometimes, Sister Felicia, let's just be honest, and then this is like us really going way ahead
of us.
When a woman takes birth control, it has a lot of side effects.
Yes.
There's the side effects of like women gaining weight.
A lot, yeah. One of them.
Mood swings. Some women get a lot of like yeast infection and all kinds of stuff, like, from birth control. So it's the question of like, is it gonna benefit me? Or is it going to benefit, like, maybe let me do it for my wife. Or let me do it for us.
No, I like the idea. I'm just saying, I didn't know there was something like that.
Yeah, like, I really applaud men who do a vasectomy instead of a woman.
What is that one, too?
Make it, so then they will not have...
They can't have kids.
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it can be reversed.
It can be reversed, but as long as they have it, they never have it.
Yeah. I applaud men who do that as opposed to, like, putting the pressure on your wife, like tie your tubes, do this, like, stuff. Yeah, you can also like take the initiative because there's nobody who has done a vasectomy that got fat or had a mood swing from the vasectomy. But there are women. I'm talking millions, thousands.
I'm one of them. I can take birth control. As soon as I start, I become very fat.
See? So, like, I'm telling you, like, mine will be, like, yeast infection or,
And I become moody and things. And I'm always...
you know what? Honestly, I said maybe some of my mood swings come from my birth control. But, like, it's one of those things. So, it's very dicey with, like, you want to get pregnant, you don't want to get pregnant. Then, of course, if the baby baby, boom. Then what?
Well, yeah, the lady, when I said that, the next time I saw her, she had 2. And she said, yeah, you were right, yeah.
So she figured it was her.
It was her. I mean,
she wasn't ready.
No, she was, but then she had the notion that it has to. First of all, when you're married, it has to be an agreement. But then,
agreement for what?
to get pregnant.
Oh, really?
I mean, are you not couples? Are you not both going to take care of the children? It's just like when you said we both said we want to wait 2 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's something like that. But then she had the notion she had to wait for him to say let's go, and I was like, no, it's a woman's power. I receive. So when you're ready and I'm not ready, I could be taking birth control because you're not ready. I'm not telling you. Yeah. So that means that's where I come from. I'm like, it's a woman's choice and power.
It's true.
Yeah.
Okay. It makes sense. But yeah, it does. It really does. Because I'm thinking about like wanting to get on birth control. We did have a conversation. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Even though sometimes my husband asks me, did you take it out? If I do, I'll give you a heads up. Like, I'm not gonna surprise you are pregnant. I mean, there are women who, and so far I know at least 2 or 3 who've gotten pregnant on birth control.
Yeah.
So it happens, but I'm not going to be a statistic. Is all I'm saying. So if I'm gonna,
she said she refused it.
Yes, I can't say it. Like, my God did not create me to be a statistic, so I will not be a statistic. So when you know that's 0.011%, I'm not.
Every time I tell the teacher that.
But when I do, like, I always say, like, I will give you a heads up before, like, when we both feel ready, I will definitely like give you a heads up and be like, hey, this week I'm going to the OB gynae. We're gonna go. So you have a heads up. That day when you are coming, prep yourself.
It's the grace of God it's by the grace of God to get pregnant.
It really is.
It is.
It really is.
Because I just remember something.
We literally have only 1 minute 55 seconds. Anyways, the devil is a liar. They don't want us to finish the video. Sister Felicia, please say what you were saying. Oh, by the way, before she continue, like, comment, subscribe to the channel.
Do subscribe. As I was saying, I said it's by the grace of God to get pregnant.
Yeah.
And I was with a guy, and we wanted it. We both wanted it. We love each other. It was just that, just child. Yes. We were doing everything that should give, should receive. I wasn't receiving. So many years he has gotten married, right? He got married first, and then the woman just gave birth to a son, and then another one. So me, I've had my questions when we were together. I have blamed him because he was eating too much Cerelac or he was doing something to the sperm. I said what I said. And then me too, I got married and then I have child and they call me, in jail. And I'm like, what do you mean? You never asked the question. And then he go, at a point, I was also very, very confused. Yeah. I was giving you all my best traits, everything. And you wouldn't get pregnant. And then he goes, were you doing something? And I'm like, honestly, you were the only guy I've been with that I wanted your child. And you never got me pregnant. Yeah. So then I realized it is by the grace of God.
It really is.
It is.
And it has to be divine.
It has to be divine.
It really does.
It has to be divine. I got engaged on August, blessed my marriage on August, and I got pregnant in September.
Look at that.
And I was with him for so many years.
Will he do it?
He will.
Yeah.
He will.
Anyways, we're going to close it off here, and then we're going to continue this series on pregnancy. There's more for us to talk about. When I start telling you how angry I was about my birth story, you will know. But
don't forget
stay tuned.
Subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe, hit the Kokromoti button, okay? We love you so much.
Go on here.